Hello, welcome to the Cinema 4D tutorial, how to put your Minecraft skin on, how to model in to make him look 3D and stuff, how to get your hat layer on, such as my goggles, and how to get a Minecraft scenery going. Before we get started, I would like to give a shout out to Axter Gaming, I think it's called. If I'm wrong, I apologise. He was the one that showed me the basics on how to move the camera and stuff, and showed me the rig. But let's get started. Before we start on the Cinema 4D, all the stuff you're going to need is going to be in the description in a zip folder, but hopefully you've all downloaded it by now. If you haven't, then obviously pause the video, get them all downloaded, you're going to need them. Go to your desktop, or wherever you've saved them, and open mineways. I'll go to where I've saved it, but mineways is a good program which you use to open the maps that you have in your single player saves. So if I go and open, I'll have all my single player saves, and you'll have these two. Test, which have got a load of numbers on, which you can test. And custom world, which I don't know what that is, but for now I'll use the mansion, which I've been working on. It's not my map. I found it online, but it's a pretty good map. I'm going to go about there. I'll get all this. I'll get the fountain going. There we go. Ignore this will say you've selected lower than 22 depths, it contains hidden lower levels, blah blah blah. It's basically saying that, well, because this will capture all the blocks until bedrock with this meter. So obviously you can change how high you want it, so you can go to underground caves and stuff. And then you can change this, if it's like this changes how high it captures the blocks. So obviously if I go to about here, you can see it's starting to capture the fountain. And there it's got it, but I'm going to go to about 68. Then when you've got to what you want, go to render, desktop, save it as what you want to save it as. I'm going to call it, picture. Save. Obviously this comes up. You can tweak weight if you want, but I tend to leave it as it is. Once you've done that, you can close it. You'll get these on your desktop. You'll get 3 textures, whatever you've named it, .bnt or btl, and a object. First things first, you want to get the object and put it onto Cinema 4D. I do it by 1,000. I tend to do it by 1,000, so you get that. It'll look crap for now, but once you've got it on, do it by 1,000 inches. Once you've got that on, come down here, double click one, so you get this on your screen, then shift click the last one so you've got them all highlighted. Turn speculous off, go to colour, go to the triple dot or press this, the big bar, go to where the textures are, and then open whatever it's called. I'm just going to open the mansion one, mansion RGB, and then go to sampling none, then go to alpha, do it again, basically do the same. Instead of going to RGB, go to RGBA, and then again sampling off. This will make it so you can see through blocks, so we can see the glowstone inside there and stuff, which is pretty awesome. Once we've done that, you want to, I'd say save it, because sometimes Cinema 4D can crash. So once you've done that, save it just to make sure, because it might crash. Then once you've done that, go to File, Open, and go to where you've saved the rig. I'm going to use the paid rig, and I've gone to the wrong folder. Where is it? There it is. No, wrong one again. I'll be using the paid rig. The free one will be in the description. I'll link you to the paid one if you want to buy it. It's a good rig. It's pretty much the same, except this one, apparently, well, I say apparently, to me it feels much easier to use because you've got all the sliders on the screen. But they're pretty much the same. Just waiting for mine to load. Sometimes they can take a while to load. Okay, once it's loaded, you get 2 rigs. You get just the default Steve rig, which is in different colour, and you get this one, which is the custom skin. You want to load that, bring it out of the floor. My God, I'm small. They're always tiny now. They used to be massive. But let me just resize him because that's going to bug me. Actually no, Control Z. You just click on him. This is here, size. Let me just make him about 2/5. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot better. There we go. We've got Steve, and obviously we don't want Steve. We want our skin. Sorry, Steve. So you click on the Steve Rig custom skin, and then go to use data, and then it says custom skin. Second layer you can add, but well, you can do that to get second layer on easier. Like I'll show you now. Let me just put my skin on. When you're doing this, make sure if you want the 3D eye stuff where the eyes look like they're going into your skull, make sure you've got a skin like this one. Do you know that's got? Let me just load it up like that, so there's no eyes because it'll do this. It'll kind of mess up because it'll load whatever's up in the background. So say, like, it's a bad example for my skin, but for like Brandon's skin, he's got eyes up here. You can tend to see them, but yeah. Just make an edit skin without any eyes because it'll save you a lot of hassle. What the hell are they? There we go. Now we've got that. If I do the second layer, you get your goggles, but obviously you can do that, but obviously you can do better. You can make it better if you want. It's up to you. I'll just leave it like that for now. The longer you take on this stuff, the better, because you can do good stuff with him, which is great. But once you've got your skin on, then you want to put him in the position you want him in, unless you want to just make it a little picture for him. But I'm going to make him sit down on the stone slab. So this bit will be, I'll probably like edit the video so where I've finished. Okay, now I've got him in the position I want him to be in. I've got him just like sat chilling on the fountain side. Once you've got him in the position you wanted, or you were just waiting for me to do that, which I apologise, you can edit the face. For the paid version, all you have to do is just click on the rig up here, or just click on his face, and you get these sliders on your screen. I tend to do this because you might accidentally move his face. You can shift them by holding the left control and then just drag it across the screen. Same with this one. Sometimes you might actually grab the name and then it'll do that, but try and be careful if you grab the side and stuff. Once you've done that, you can edit your facial expressions. Obviously, with the mouth, the bottom one is to move the position. This one's to how wide you want it. The teeth, obviously, and the same with the other side, except there's only one bar. Let me just quickly do it. For the free rig, if I am correct, it is in the used data. So again, you want to click this, use data. It's same with the paid one as well. You've got all this down here. So if you can't use the sliders, you've got all these down here. So you can have like unibrow and stuff. You can use the eyes. You can move everything down outside. So this just has sliders for people who can use sliders. But if you can't use them, then they're there at use data for you, for both of them. And for the paid and for the free rig to change your skin, it's down here. It's called shaw.png, I think it's if I'm correct. Let me just lift my eyebrow. That's my thing. I always have a lift eyebrow. There we go. Once you've done that, once you've got him how you want him to look, then you get a good position. Get like a good camera position, and then you want to just click, because then you've got the camera set. And obviously by clicking that, you'll go to the camera, and then clicking it again, you come off. But obviously if we click it and then render, you're like, it looks kind of crap. But this is where the render settings comes in. So you want to go to render settings. Let me just put mine on so that I can show you. There we go. Let me just move camera right, because when you have it on 1080 it seems to render closer. But let me just quickly. There we go. Where is it? That one. There we go. Right, you want to go to output. You can put 1920 by 1080. This is 1080p. You can do 720, but I think that's 1290 by 720. You can just click this and then go to screen and then choose one. But I've put 1920 by 1080. I don't know what 720 is, I apologise. You can go to save, you can save it as what as, but I can't tend to leave it because I always change it, so it doesn't matter. Multipass, I always leave that. Anti-aliasing, if I said that right, I think I did. apologise if I don't. Change this to best and then 2.2, and then go to options. You can muff around with that if you want. I leave it just to be on the safe side. I turn this off, then go to ambient occlusion. This is good, but if you want the transparent effect, say on my glasses, you want to turn that off. So have it on, but turn that off. The apply to project if you want the like transparent effects on like glasses and stuff. Global illumination, you want this on, but go to cache, turn them to low, because this will basically render faster but won't drop the quality. What else is there? That's pretty much it. You can have depths of field, which gives like blurs and stuff, but you have to. I'll show that in another video if you want me to. Hairs, I don't know what that does. I just turned it on to see if it did anything good. And lens flares, I'll show in the depths of field as well. But once we've turned them on, you want to hold left click on the floor and put physical sky. You can put sky, but physical sky adds a lighting effect. Once you've done that, and it's like if it comes out like this, you want to zoom out a little bit. Go to the rotate button and obviously rotate the camera till we get the light where we want it. We do it like that. And then once you've done that, you render. It'll take a while because it'll get all the pixels, but then it'll render. I will cut the video to where I finish rendering, so I'll see you there. There we go. We can already see the nice looking effects that it's got added. But obviously, because this were a quickly made one, you can see like little problems there, like his legs going through the slabs and all that stuff. You can mess about with the hands as well. Basically, if you want to make him have an open hand, you just click on the where the fingers would be, so like, you know, on his knuckles here, and it'll come up with your text. I'd show you, but I'm rendering. In fact, you can see him. I'll show you. Basically, to do so, to edit the fingers for the paid version only, apologise, you just click on his finger, and you'll have out, almost out, and half in. Don't click two at the same time. You don't want to go out and then almost out, because yeah, he gets a deformed finger. It's because it has problems with having two selected, which is cool. You could make a deformed person, like a monster or a man melting, so you could work with that. I might try and work with it one day, but obviously you can get these down here if you just click on it. You do these, so it's a lot easier in case you don't like clicking on a screen, which I've only just noticed there. But yeah, this has been the... Oh, and to save it as an image, I apologise for leaving it so late. You click the middle one, it'll load this up, and then obviously it's making the image in the render settings you set it as. So I've got it in 1920 by 1080 as it says it there. It's rendering, and once it's finished, well, obviously you can mess about with it. Pardon me. You can mess about with settings like filters and stuff. But once it's finished rendering, you go to File, Save As. Obviously I can't do it now because all I'll get is that little square. But yeah, I'll let it render. I hope this tutorial helped you. I hope you enjoy the rigs I've gave you. Can't speak English today, but I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. If you got confused at some parts, I will just leave a comment and I'll respond, because I will respond back. But I will show you the things while that's rendering. I have been working on this for a while and I've made some good pictures. Like, I've been working on the Ender Friendly banner, like we're all sat at a table. Then I've also made it so we're inside. I made that for my brother. I made that with my first ever one. See, you can see the hand textures. Obviously it's a bit blurry, but you can see the hand textures with his hand open. It looks a bit like Lego. Obviously I made that for my mate. He were a bit annoyed at that there, but yeah, that's very small to work with. But I made him the headset, and I made that. That was the first tutorial I did, but I didn't like my voice because I kept going and obviously I made another one. I made the Pokeball because the Pokeball's amazing. But yeah, if you're struggling and I don't get like proper spammed, then I will link it to you. I will make you one. But if you're stuck on like how to get the lighting effects, just let me know. Leave in the comments and I'll help you out. If this video were a bit confusing, if I said too fast, I apologise. Just pause the video to where it is. Or if you didn't get the information what you needed, let me know. I'll make another video. But thank you for watching. As always, call me jokes here. Like, comment, subscribe. If I helped, I'm glad I helped. If not, let me know and I'll want to help you. But this has been Comes Youngers. Enjoy the rest of your day.